Greetings! I'm Director of Arketer Labs. It's still the case. It's to be expected, really. There have been a few exceptions, but not commonly. Joined in this call by a silent partner, Fremen, Sparky, Orla, and Havenhand.
Hello.
Are you going to come to mine for Christmas dinner, love?
I refuse to be Christmas dinner.
Oh, come on. It'll be fun.
I try to be generous around Christmas where I can, but it's just right off. No. Solid veto across.
But I'll make sure that you're nice and...
Service interruptions taking place. Please bear with me. I'm going to try to... Everything may or may not be working properly now. Right. Anyone else want to introduce themselves in the call now that I seem to be reconnected properly? I might have made things worse just now. Please bear with me. Of course I did. Okay, now you can try introducing yourself. Because, well, look, somehow this resulted in 6 likes and 6 viewers, but this only means it's a great thing because we lost 2 viewers. So now I've got an over 100% approval rating, but in the worst way.
Yay.
That said,
beggars can be choosers, right?
Maybe the connection will be stable now. Maybe it was worthwhile. I guess we'll find out. Greetings in chat to Bishop, Rhyme and Bad Guy. Haven, and well, you're already here and greeted, so I try to avoid doing that twice. Greetings, Jenk C, and good relevant time of day, Green Badger Outdoors, and indeed the rest of you as well. Also, greetings to Moss and Johansson. And I believe we're ready to continue. I don't know about the rest of you, but it seems like the majority of people I know are ill or otherwise miserable for assorted reasons. And if so, acute sympathies. Greetings in chat to JR. I suppose we'll just, get started with the show proper before the caffeine wears off and I lose what little lucidity I still claim.
Did you have any?
What?
Did you ever have any lucidity?
I thought so. Although I can grant absolutely the level of lucidity kind of goes up and down depending on particular events in that particular time. If you didn't already know, Elon Musk bought Twitter, which caused a whole bunch of stress for a lot of people, mostly the really worst people, which is why I continue to insist it is a net positive. But Elon Musk has not proven a true champion of free speech, in my opinion. After all, Elon Musk suspended Kanye West from Twitter after Kanye West said a whole bunch of just absolutely insane stuff on Alex Jones while wearing a black hood. And I haven't seen the whole of it, but man, he's not well. And I don't think suspending him or muting him is really the answer.
To be fair, I don't think Kanye West has been a well person for years. He's been declining, and it's politically relevant now, but he hasn't been well for years. People are just highlighting the fact because it's politically relevant.
Yeah, not everyone believes he is mentally ill, though. I believe Stick Sexenhammer is of the opinion that he's just trolling everyone. Oh, to answer your question, Master Johansson, coffee. Just coffee. Lots of coffee.
If it was anything stronger, I'd beat his ass.
Hot?
No. Oh, that's much worse. No, Froman would in fact just be very disappointed. Much worse. When Froman's disappointed in you, you know you done fucked up. When he can look down on you and be right. That just gets you right here.
Like, when I explained that time travel's possible.
That is, however, not one of the cases where he's right, and I instead continue to look down on him instead. So.
Look, he's in denial.
Time travel exists only It's only towards the future. It doesn't go back. It just doesn't. It doesn't work in fiction. I don't think it'll work in reality.
First and foremost,
It's called sleeping.
Why do you think that clocks are round? It's because time goes in a circle, which means that there is a forward and a backward by the, what is it called? It's the Alexandrov compression of the real numbers. That's that exactly.
Time travel exists and it's called sleeping.
It still goes forward. In any case, greetings to Marinor. If I didn't say that right, it's your own fault. It's too many letters in a row.
Who?
In my condition.
It's one of my friends.
Okay, well then, Haven, how do you say it?
I call him Anna.
Bad. Bad, Haven. Bad, Haven.
Wow.
Don't make me put you on the list.
Sorry.
Greetings, Bichven. Taylor. And apparently I got it right.
See, I was thinking about a way to mix alias into that, but you know, I feel like just saying it outright is enough to chafe Ark.
So let's get into this. This is going to be a very special article that Froman found here, because not only is it addressing Kanye West, Elon Musk's Twitter, this is from BBC News Pigeon, which, if you're not familiar with BBC News Pigeon, you're about to be familiar with BBC News Pigeon, and don't worry, that feeling of an impending stroke is perfectly natural. Elon Musk don't suspend Kanye West from Twitter for inciting violence. This not after the US rapper Wade don't change him name to Ye, post one image of a swastika, that now one symbol way day similar with the Nazis, inside a Star of David, way be prominent symbol of Judaism. By the way, this is not what he's actually doing. That was a symbol taken from the Raelian cult, which is its own different rabbit hole can of worms. But let's one thing at a time. After the post, one Twitter user call on Elon Musk to quote-unquote fix Kanye, please. Which, it's not. Look, some people are kind of idolizing Elon Musk, but I think it's important to remember that he is in fact no sort of messianic feature and has no magical or divine powers of any sort.
Except for time travel.
No from him. No.
How do you explain his birthday being 69 days after 420?
I want to say that's not true.
It is. It really, really is.
And how he's successful having a name from just straight out of a James Bond movie villain, and he's one of the most plausible protagonists we're presently seeing.
There is a legitimate theory that we are in a simulated universe that was created by Elon Musk. He is the only person. We are all NPCs.
I do sometimes doubt we're all necessarily real, but that
I mean, you already have that great facade set up.
There are reasons for that. I've gone from the past. We already go into that again.
Oh, you've gone into the past? How'd you do that? Fucking time travel.
Look, if I go back in time to change things, do you really think I would be here right now in this precise situation?
You could be really shit at it.
True.
Well, I suppose, strictly speaking, we all are, because you can't go back in time. Doesn't work. It never did work. Now, alternate dimensions, different timelines that are basically the same as our timeline, but just they're at that point in history, coincidentally, through a matter of infinite. Never mind. Then the Twitter boss come respond say, "Dem go suspend a rapper account," quote unquote, and they actually convert even quotes into pigeon. "I don't try my best. Upon that, he again violate our rule against incitement to violence. Account go day suspended." Elon Musk tweet. What he actually said was, I tried my best despite that he again violated our rule against incitement to violence. Account will be suspended. Which, again, I don't think that's quite... Well, hold on. Did anyone actually watch Kanye's full rant on Alex Jones?
You who?
Take that as a no.
No.
You who?
Okay, so maybe he did incite violence. But then again...
He did say that he loved Jews. He also said that he loved Nazis.
Yes,
And-
I have seen the clip where he had some kind words to say about Hitler, which is not really something anyone needs. You don't have to say.
But
Get that Twitter
I'm-
link that I
I'm-
sent you, Ark. Pull it up right now.
I'm just thinking that he has really low standards for his bed partners. Like he will invite anyone, doesn't care who they are. And that's why he says he loves.
That explains a lot about Milo. Although Nick Fuentes, under that context, is a surprise.
That these two people should be so close to Kanye makes all the sense and is still somehow amazing. Not in a good way. Warning,
I
the
just made
BBC
the
no
joke.
day responsible for the content of external sites. Your latest tweet day come after E make anti-Semitic comments on Thursday during one interview with controversial radio host Way, also day known as USA conspiracy theorist Alex Jones. During the interview, Ye refer to the Jewish media and him say good tins about Hitler. Good tins. The rapper praise Nazi leader Adolf Hitler and rant about sin, pornography, and the devil. The head of UK Holocaust Educational Trust described Kanye comments as repulsive and sickening.
Can we just... Good tins. Can we have like a holiday tin with like Kanye West on cherubs and Elon Musk and Hitler... Or no, Vladimir Putin and Hitler like riding a horse together, and underneath it just says good tins. That's
It's a-
beautiful. Don't tell me it isn't.
I mean, if you can 3D print it.
That'd be a design, not a 3D print.
Yes, I don't think you can 3D print a tin exactly. I think it's a plastic in that case.
Well, you can 3D print with metal, but yes. I get your point.
In any case. This comments mixed with high profile and huge following get dangerous consequences, Chief Executive Karen Pollock talk. Recently caused controversy with plenty anti-Semitic and racist remarks, Wavy talk against Jewish Pippo, even make clothing giant Adidas to cut ties with Am. For October, Twitter and Instagram bin lock e-account for some time after e-post anti-Semitic messages. Both platforms remove e-posts where for accused rapper Diddy say, "Nah, Jewish Pippo they control Am." Again, this is an actual BBC publication. This is not a parody site, it is not satire. Each one of these is written with alarming sincerity. Twitter and Instagram say Kanye don't violate speech policies on hate speech. The October post happened after Pippo began to criticize Ye for wearing one t-shirt where he carried the slogan White Lives Matter during Paris Fashion Week, which is one of those things that is unobjectionable, being lumped in with everything else that actually is objectionable. The slogan also appeared during YZY fashion show, where Stella Marla, the daughter of Lauryn Hill and granddaughter of Bob Marley, model. The Anti-Defamation League for US brand Ye phrase hate speech and link Am to white supremacists, where they again used a slogan for 2015 response to the Black Lives Matter movement. After the plenty controversy, Ye later returned back to Twitter for November. I just want to note that Kanye West has to feel like an answered prayer for the opposition, politically speaking. I mean, who could better make everything on the right side of things a laughingstock if it can be attached to Ye in any way? And
I'm
pretty
just
sure
glad that Nazis have become so diverse.
it's amazing. And I have noticed that a lot of people have been saying, well, you know, how can he be faulted? Black people can't be racist. And that's well, an absurd philosophy in the first place, but we also know they have an answer for that. Behold, a white man. And it works when you sincerely believe white is a valid synonym for all that is bad. Earlier this year, from March, Instagram been suspended 24 hours after he used one racial slur to refer to comedian Trevor Noah. For 2018, singer will.i.am lead one backlash against Ye after he claimed saved enslaved African Americans many years ago fit be something of choice. Later, he tried to clarify what an "im" mean by that remark. Ye latest Twitter ban they come hours after the right-wing social media platform, Parler, where he called himself free speech alternative to mainstream platforms, talk say he no longer fit day able to buy the firm. For one statement, Parliament Technologies talk say the company don't mutually agree with Ye to end the plan of selling the firm. The firm, where they run the similar smaller platform, where they popular with conservatives and the far right, talk say them make the decision for mid-November. Which doesn't this, if they are far right and ostensibly Nazis themselves, isn't it kind of odd that they would, distance themselves from Ye? Kind of bites the narrative to some degree. Mind you, I can't say I personally like Parler. The whole thing felt like a trap, weirdly enough.
Parler, Gab, Truth Social. Huh.
Well, see, Gab, Truth Social, I kind of believe those are sincere efforts. Parler, just maybe it's not true anymore, but it used to be that it seemed like there were a lot of red flags, and then, they leaked all of their users' information, which didn't exactly dissuade me of that. Didn't Chappelle do this already? Yeah, he did, as a joke. If he was joking, he hasn't made that very clear. Again, Styx Hexenhammer believes that Ye is just trolling everyone. Which is, again, very much saying, oh, he's only pretending to be mentally disabled. Which is,
I mean, I kind of want him to be president because then we all know what the nuclear launch codes are.
I understand he does intend to run for president.
He is.
Believe he has a chance.
Well, he ran in 2020.
Yeah, and he didn't win that either. But if his vote divided the vote, well, we don't need to get that political, I suppose. This is quite stupid enough as it is. Let's go on to what Froman really wanted us to look at. An educational release from Brad Tromo, Adolf Hitler, his toxic history, and what you can do to help. Born in 1889, Adolf Hitler is a cishet white male from Austria. He worked as an artist and far right-wing activist before getting into politics. In the 1910s, Hitler developed highly fascist beliefs, namely anti-Semitism, racism, sexism, homophobia, and ableism. Those who have shared space with him believe he has consistently evaded accountability for his controlling and violent behavior, and there are many verified documents where he's a self-proclaimed literal Nazi. His record of problematic behavior: World War II, the Holocaust, becoming a dictator undemocratically, countless instances of hateful rhetoric. Is this truly worth going entirely through from?
Yes, all the way through.
Okay, I'll indulge you this time. Why it matters. Many people continue to create space and amplify Hitler's voice, despite the fact that he's proven to be a literal fascist. In fields as diverse as fashion, art, music, and Twitter, there are people using his ideology and the aesthetics he created under Nazism. We must stop giving a platform to Hitler, both directly and indirectly. How to set boundaries. When you see someone supporting Hitler, it's imperative to remind them that this is not okay. Educate them about Hitler's wrongdoings, and let them know that by supporting Hitler, they're actually supporting fascism. Many people point to Hitler's addiction to meth starting in 1942 as a turning point in his escalation of global violence. One common side effect of methamphetamine abuse is sleeplessness. Historians and doctors agree poor sleep schedules are tied to irritability and stress, which can lead to violent behavior. Okay, the latter I can vouch for personally, but meth unrelated, I swear. The science behind sleep. Adults between 18 and 64 need 79 hours of sleep per night. Adults over 65 need 78 hours. 35.2% of all adults in the US report sleeping on average for less than 7 hours per night. Almost half of all Americans say they feel sleepy during the day between 3 and 7 days per week. The proven benefits of sleep. Oh, this is becoming our after-school special again. Sleep can boost your immune system. Gaining Z's can help prevent weight gain. Sleep can strengthen your heart. Better sleep equals better mood. Sleeping can increase productivity. From an
Oh no.
I think you owe me advertising money at this point.
I am not a fucking ghost.
Or they do, I suppose. How Casper mattresses promote restful sleep cycles. Our use of premium foam feels cozy, and I don't know. I just don't.
Just one more.
Join the Casper family today. After you buy your mattress online, we'll ship it for free. If you're not in love, we have a 100-night trial. We'll pick it up and give you a full refund after the 30-night adjustment period. Many companies promise the same thing, but there's only one Casper.
Let's be fair. Hitler didn't have a Casper mattress. That's funny, and you can't tell me it's not.
I knew I remembered it somewhere. I've seen it before.
Greetings in chat to Gainin, Har Hellfire, and anyone else who snuck in when I wasn't looking. I've just been duped into reading a mattress ad by Froman. And I am not proud.
There is an important question. Does Kanye have a Casper?
Clearly, maybe you can fundraise. Look, from one meth topic to another meth topic. Buddhist temple left without monks after they all test positive for meth. It follows a string of criminal scandals involving monks in Thailand, where authorities are reporting record-breaking quantities of synthetic drugs. And it's a good thing they stepped in now before, they did a Holocaust.
Well, I mean, let's be honest. I guess this just proves that meth is the path to enlightenment.
You would have thought that would be something they would be adverse to. It's kind of like an earthly poison that is probably not.
Yeah, it's an herbal remedy.
Reach for nirvana, I don't think.
I have a quick little aside to this before we begin with the article.
Okay.
So, my cousin is 50% Thai, and he was actually sent to Thailand to be a monk for 3 months to earn his rent throughout college. Like his mother told him, "I will pay for your rent while you're still studying at university if you go to be a monk for 3 months."
Did he?
And that was the worst. It was the worst 3 months of his life. No, he didn't.
It's Thailand. It's not a good place. The only reason to go there is to bang traps.
He's always hated to go there, but she insisted to bring him every single year.
If I have to suffer, you have to suffer too. That's the philosophy. The monks, including the abbot, were sent to rehab after failing a urine test. A small Buddhist temple's entire abbey monks was defrocked, dismissed, and sent to rehab this week after every one of them tested positive for methamphetamine. All 4 monks, so not so many really, at a temple in I do not have enough caffeine to try to Phetchabun. It's Phetchabun in Thailand.
It's pet.
The Phetchabun province's Bang Sam Phan district in central Thailand were forced by police to take urine tests on Monday. All 4 of them, including the abbot, failed. Phetchabun Bang Sam Phan.
Oh, the names get better.
Oh no. The monks were subsequently sent to a health clinic to undergo drug rehabilitation. Local official Boonlert Thimtapthai told AFP, leaving the temple without holy men and raising concerns among local worshippers that they wouldn't be able to conduct merit making, that is, donating food to monks, is a good deed. Boonlert said more monks would be sent to the temple to allow people to carry out their religious obligations. It's not clear why police targeted this particular temple, nor these particular monks to test for drug use, but the action comes amid a broader national campaign to tackle the trafficking of illicit substances. In a related article, Buddhist monks keep getting arrested for corruption, murder, and drug trafficking. That's trafficking. That's... Who knew there was apparently some sort of Buddhist monk mafia? Thailand, like many other nations across Southeast Asia, has in the past 2 years seen a major uptick in the volume of meth passing the country. Much of that can be traced back to the Golden Triangle, the notorious fountainhead for the synthetic drug trade, where the borders of Thailand, Laos, Myanmar meet, and more specifically, the conflict-riven hills of Myanmar's Shan State.
Well, I mean, come on, Ark. Given the fact that, you know, they're Buddhist monks, you probably never hear them coming.
Because they're floating? Levitating?
Vow of silence. That's the joke.
I don't think they typically have to take a vow of silence.
They don't.
I think, yeah, you're thinking of different...
That's the joke, though. Bitch.
It's something you can take voluntarily?
It is, yeah.
You know, I'm kind of curious. Does anyone know where they got the meth from exactly? Because I'm a little bit concerned if they all tested positive, they all took the test anyway, they might not have known they'd been dosed with meth.
Well, after wetting his tidy whities, he became Walter Yellow. That is such a bad joke. Jesus fucking Christ.
So, is Thailand going to get a reputation as being the world's answer to Florida? Annoyed at noisy children, man in Thailand shoots at school 18 times? That, But, moving on. Manic Idiot, a long-time favorite internet person of mine, noted that the New York Post ran an article saying, "Spies who lie, the intelligence experts who falsely discredit Hunter Biden's laptop and still won't say sorry." Because that's the problem. None of corrupt people are apologizing for the corruption. Manic raises a good point here, namely that why the hell do you need to apologize? And furthermore, why should anyone be surprised? Look, there's only one profession I can think of that requires more regular deceit and lying than spies. Spies, it's one of those basic things you expect of a spy. That's why they're spies. They're not spies because they're known for their integrity and honesty. They're spies because they're known for their ability to lie convincingly, to do whatever it is they have to do, and learn what it is they must.
Spies, politicians, magicians, super science bureaucrats, those are the main liars.
Yes, I was actually going to go with politicians being the more reliably... expecting honesty from politicians seems even more far-fetched. Either way, politicians will happily say sorry, but why should anyone care, and much less forgive? The New York Post expecting them to apologize is laughable. Meanwhile, I suppose we'll move on to another public service announcement. When using online dating sites and arranging dates with random people you don't know, be sure to exercise caution and look out for your own personal safety so you don't also get stripped, robbed at gunpoint.
This is why we need to bring back chaperones, like for both parties. So, both people that are wanting to meet up, they bring a chaperone and they go somewhere public.
Actually, it's not a bad policy, really. You've got something you can rely on. Greetings in chat and brain shatter. Glad you make it. We're up to 12 likes, I understand, which means we're 1 like away from this stream being an official success. And confetti, I guess. I need to find new ways to celebrate. I just can't keep clicking on the confetti because half the time I then forget to unclick it and then it just throws confetti out for no reason and I get disturbed. Police in Huma said a dating site hookup left a Morgan City man stripped naked and then robbed by 3 people. So I'm guessing you might want to take more than one friend. Having a group meetup makes some sense, but that would be if you're actually going on a date as opposed to just a random booty call. And we've just gotten 13 likes, making this one a success. Huzzah!
Yay.
Thank you all. This show was worth my time. Not voluntarily, of course, but figuratively, in a morale sense. I appreciate that. You were saying don't meet an internet stranger for the first time in public places. No, I'm saying you should meet them in a public place. Don't do what this guy did. Huma police said the hookup through a dating site led to a Morgan City man being stripped naked and robbed by 3 people. According to the Huma Courier, police chief Dana Coleman told the Courier the victim planned the meetup January 8th. Coleman said the man met Brandy Helms, 33, at 3 a.m. that day, 3 a.m., and was then told to undress. Police said Helms then played loud music, which was a cue for 2 other people to enter the room. The trio took the man's money and cell phone. So maybe not meet up with someone randomly at 3 a.m. and just thinking, have a bit more self-care, respect, and healthy paranoia. At the very least, don't. If you're meeting someone at 3 a.m., you can just leave your wallet at home, I guess. Obviously, if you're going to someone's apartment at 3 a.m., it's not like you're going to be buying movie or concert tickets. So, I suppose at the very least, you might just leave the expensive stuff. So, he's a moron, yes. It would seem that the victim was, in fact, a moron. This doesn't excuse what happened to him, but yeah, that was an idiot right there. Less idiot, more batshit insane. Southwest passenger claims Jesus told her to open a plane door mid-flight. I would like to reassure everyone that if you hear Jesus in your head telling you to do something, it's probably not relevant if it involves opening the door of a plane that's in flight.
If it says donate to Director Arketer, you shouldn't do that either. I mean, what?
I'm
Jesus
ethically compelled to agree, yes, you shouldn't do that for that reason, but instead just because you enjoy the show and want to keep me funded so I can maintain my coffee habit.
I've tied up at least half the people who are watching.
Let's hope not. New York Post, the people who want the spies to apologize for lying, have noted that this person will need to have God on his side to get out of this one. An early Southwest Airlines passenger who tried to open the plane's aircraft door mid-flight, then bit another passenger. Did Jesus tell her to do that too? Claimed Jesus told her to do it, according to the court documents. Oh no. Elam, I beg you. 34. Was on the Ohio-bound flight from Texas on Saturday afternoon when she allegedly became frustrated that flight attendants prevented her from reaching the emergency exit. When a fellow passenger intervened by tackling Agbeg, she responded by biting the person on the thigh, refusing to let go until the victim forced their fingers into her jaw, which was not a good move, by the way, for the record. Next time, stick like a pen in there to just wedge it open, because human jaw muscles are pretty strong and easily lose a fingertip that way. Just FYI.
Just stick a finger in there, eh?
Yes, I suppose that would also be a better tactic. The crazed woman started whacking her head on the plane floor, claiming Jesus told her to fly to Ohio, and Jesus told her to open the door. The documents released by the U.S. District Court for the Eastern District of Arkansas Monday show. And this is apparently Elam Adbeg.
Jesus also told her to not wear a bra. I'm sorry, that was the first thing I noticed.
The nips.
Free the nipple.
Oh, okay. If you I do have a PO box secured presently. Mind you, it will take an incredibly long time for anything to get to me from it, but I can pass it on to you later. I'll try to. You're on Discord. Send me a DM. I'll work that out with you. Again, in pro tip: biting through a human finger is about as hard as biting through a carrot. Don't ask.
Oh, I don't like that mental image. Thank you.
If you get the right area for it. If you try to bite on the knuckle, it's going to be tougher. But yes.
So again, if you've got a crazed woman trying to open a plane's door in the name of Jesus, who latches onto your thigh with her teeth, wedge that open with a pen or a screwdriver. They won't let you have a screwdriver on a plane these days, so you'll have to maybe get creative. Just not the fingers. No.
Better yet, just like cover your legs in like pepper or cinnamon or like, you know, something that's just gonna act as like, you know, self-defense. Do you have self-defense powdered legs?
Okay, well, don't go out rubbing Kaon spice onto your thighs. It's not, that's, I don't think
Look,
that's a...
If they win, they get a tasty treat. Assuming they're a cannibal.
I was kind of waiting for Orla to chime in on that one.
Yeah,
She's muted. Sadly.
Yeah, it's fine. It's opportunity.
She's British. Most exotic thing they have is beans on toast.
True. Although I thought the most exotic thing they had was curry.
The joke explained.
I know.
Randomly, if one of you do not have access to the Arketer Labs Volunteer Reserve server, where you can find terrible memes and the sources for most of these articles, that link has been provided haphazardly and recklessly to you, the chat.
I will judge you greatly for every word you say.
But do consider the judge. And let's be fair, so will I. I judge everyone all the time, including myself. That should not be a problem nor feared. But I assure you, very slow to condemnation. Speaking to authorities at the incident, Abagninu reportedly said she left home early Saturday without informing her husband and was hoping to visit a family friend in Maryland. She also claimed she had not flown in a long time, became very anxious, normally would not have done these things, according to a criminal complaint. Abagninu is expected to face charges of assault within maritime and territorial jurisdiction and interference with flight crew members and attendants. It is not clear if the incident remains under investigation. I think the case might have been closed. We'll just move on. There's only one more article after this one I was really hoping to fit in, but we have a few more just in case. Oh no, we have to get through all these. According to techblog.com, Auto Enthusiast has transformed a Toyota MR2 into a Ferrari F430 replica and was promptly arrested.
It's because they live in pasta land.
Yeah. More of a testament to the power of Ferrari than any sort of crime. Mazda RX-7 turned Ferrari F40. Now, check out this Toyota MR2 that was transformed into Ferrari F430 replica. Unlike typical knockoffs, this one caught the eye of Italian police in the city of Asti as it was stopped for being too loud, and then had experts called in to verify its authenticity.
Now, see, one thing I'm curious about is what you'll read about later on. Like, there's a contract that you would get when you when you buy a car, and I'm not sure if that's with the dealer or with the company Ferrari itself. But one of the things that he gets charged under, like, is that technically true for every single Ferrari owner? Read on.
The owner made sure that new details left out, including the steering wheel, badges, and even the F430 side mirrors. Since they were unable to provide legal documents proving this vehicle was an authentic Ferrari, The vehicle was seized and the owner arrested for using registered trademarks without explicit permission from the Manila-based automaker. Smells as if he was selling it as a Ferrari.
Well, exactly, but like, so using those unregistered trademarks, like, you are technically allowed to do that basically wherever you go, because like, if you like cut out like an Oreo package and glue that package to the inside of your window on your house, you're technically using that trademark. Oreo company is not going to break down your door and break your knees because you put that in your window.
Well, not only that, I mean, you have also logos and stuff like that. I mean, I don't see what the issue is.
Like, is this like a situation where like every single Ferrari owner has signed a company or contract with that company? Because if so, like, okay, that's a really weird like way to do that. But if not, then that's not illegal, or that's not anything that's unethical in the slightest.
Yeah, now I can see
illegal.
Yeah.
No,
well,
I agree.
I can see if he was trying to like sell it.
Yes.
I mean, I can see that. That's against the law. That's forgery.
Under false pretenses. If he was saying that is a Ferrari, then yes. If he was saying, oh, it's a car that I've made to look like a Ferrari.
Yeah. Now, maybe, I mean, I would say maybe showing the car off at car shows where you can get money for it. I mean, maybe, but even then, it's like, you know.
Do they do this with other vehicles? If the police stop in Italy, do they check to make sure that you're driving the same brand of vehicle that you appear to be driving with all of them, or is it only with the Ferraris?
Well, hang on. It might have something to do with the fact maybe it was tagged and titled as, the car it is, and it was made to look like it's. I could see the cops maybe going after the person for
like a license
license and registration. I could see that, but even then, it's like it
seems that the issue that
cosmetic.
they're talking about is with the company, not anything else.
I don't get it.
It's got to do, I think, with brand fidelity.
It doesn't matter. Once you sell a call, once they sell a call, it's no longer theirs.
I know, but they still have what's it called? I'm lagging the words. Basically, they have this promise they make to their customers that the car is going to look a certain way, it's going to behave a certain way. But when people see this Toyota looking like a Ferrari, but not behaving like a Ferrari because it's not, it's not one.
Then, if anything, the Toyota company should. Then, if anything, the Toyota company should, because that's essentially the tantamount to like slander on like, because it's not running like a Ferrari, but it looks like a Ferrari. That's not really applicable here either, because it's just like a car. It's not like there's no like thing on the side saying this is a Ferrari, because that would be where it becomes unethical. It just looks a certain way.
Well, no, I'm not saying they were right in charging this guy with anything.
I understand what you're saying, but there are legal actions being put against them, and the fact is, what those legal actions are, that's where we're postulating where they're coming from.
Yeah.
In any case.
And brand fidelity doesn't make sense for that.
And that's hand-waving for a massive corporation and a terrible government that we don't need to mess with any further. Climate activists, in their ongoing effort to be the most obnoxious protesters that have ever walked the face of the earth, have taken a break from gluing themselves to random shit and spilling things on paintings to apparently vow to slaughter millions of dogs to reduce the carbon paw print.
So from the puppy mill to the puppy mill?
Puppy mill to the puppy charnel house? It seems a very questionable effort. Climate activists are now calling for millions of dogs worldwide to be slaughtered in an effort to reduce the carbon paw print they produce as a result of eating meat. So apparently this is some sort of dovetail between climate activists and vegans, I'm guessing.
I'm assuming that takes place in China.
According to... Well, presumably China's ahead of the curve on them there. According to a recent CNN column, dogs, cats, and other domestic meat-eating pets are devastating the Earth's climate, so they say. In the last few years, the level of urgency to save the planet coming from mainstream media and global elites has intensified to dizzying new heights, from the early warnings of "don't shower every day" to today's open discussions about eugenics. Trying to face iconic work of art is sadly just the start. They're now trying to openly kill our pets, and will eventually move on to humans too. Well, them not so much, but Canada is way ahead of them.
Yeah, Bill Gates as well, if you believe the rumors. Cow farts.
Yeah, a few years ago, Cal Factions was going to keep the world from achieving its climate goals, so best it was targeted for a carbon footprint. That was child's play compared to CNN column. Sorry?
It wasn't the farts, it was their burps. The burps were where the methane was. It wasn't even carbon, it was methane.
Look, gas escaping from cows. Whichever end. This was Charles Blake compared to CNN column recapping a study that immediate action was necessary to stop the pending climate catastrophe. The solutions: don't bring large breed animals into your home, and no matter the size, feed Fido or Fluffy only insect-based meals. Yeah, so even the dogs must eat the bugs.
We must destroy the climate for the sake of the climate. That's what this is turning to.
Pretty much. Self-fulfilling prophecies. I really hate them.
The rainforest is devastating because, it floods all the time.
Well, in any case, I for one don't intend to be murdering any dogs to save the planet, and I hope no one gets in on this action either, but they probably won't, because these climate activists are absolutely counterproductive in any sort of the efforts they attach themselves to.
What if that dog was Hitler?
We've already had that scenario.
I think they named it Kittler.
No, that'd be
a
cat.
It's Dankula. Dankula's dog. Buddha.
Well, he got off scot-free. The dog got off scot-free.
Yeah, no one prosecuted the dog at all. And finally, we've got one more article after this. We'll be ending on a music video. If you weren't already aware, Biden's nuclear official was busted for stealing women's luggage at the airport. You might remember this character because he sort of made the news just when he was appointed. I'm sorry, they're non-binary as I understand it, or maybe they had different pronouns. I didn't care enough to pay attention. Sam Brinton faces up to 5 years in prison and a $10,000 fine for allegedly taking another person's luggage. Allegedly, by the way, includes being caught on security footage doing exactly that, and, ultimately copying to it, but still expecting to get away with it.
I'm a nuclear expert. See, I've even got the shaved head.
That's
Very
cancer.
serious. Personally, I find that... Look, the only reason I think Sam Brinton was ever appointed is just to stress the administration's commitment to telling nuclear power to go fuck itself. Because they don't want anyone taking nuclear power, the single best source of energy on the planet we've got, the cleanest besides, the elephant in the room if you're really concerned about the environment, somehow never really gets the attention or promotion or general advancement it needs and deserves. Sam Brinton, the senior energy department official in charge of nuclear power, was charged with stealing the traveler's luggage in the Minneapolis airport in September, shortly before taking a leave of absence quietly. Brinton, who serves as the Department of Energy's Deputy Assistant Secretary for Spent Fuel and Waste Disposition, allegedly took a Vera Bradley suitcase worth $2,325 from the luggage carousel at Minneapolis St. Paul Airport on September 16th, according to a criminal complaint filed October 26th in Minnesota State Court and obtained by Fox News Digital. Brinton had traveled from Washington, D.C. to MSP that day. After the suitcase owner alerted police, Officials reviewed video surveillance of the carousel and identified Brinton taking the luggage before removing its tag, identifying the owner. The court filing stated he apparently made sure to get it all on video, allegedly. Law enforcement observed Brinton using the luggage during at least 2 other trips to Washington, D.C., September 18th and October 9th. Then on October 9th, Brinton denied stealing anything when a police officer called to discuss the incident. Brinton confirmed still possessing the suitcase. Quote unquote, "If I had taken the wrong bag, I'm happy to return it, but I don't have any clothes for another individual," Brinton told the officer. "That was my clothes when I opened the bag." Which is probably the same logic one might use when they steal anything. Well, they're mine.
Yeah. I mean, it's the rule of dibs.
2 hours after the phone call, Brinton called the officer back and apologized for not being completely honest, which is still not, apologizing for lying. And he's neither a spy nor a politician, sort of, kind of. But Brinton said it was a mistake and blamed being tired for taking the wrong bag at the carousel. A mistake that they just rolled with, didn't return the stolen goods, and kept on using it for, well, ever. Defendant said when they opened the bag at the hotel, they realized it was not theirs. Which is funny, because they would have noticed when they were moving the tag, identifying as not being theirs. The court filing stated, defendant got nervous, people would think they stole the bag, and did not know what to do. Defendant stated they left the clothes from the bag inside the drawers of the hotel room. They left their own clothes in the... Wow. Brinton was ultimately charged with felony theft of movable property without consent, a charge that could result in a 5-year sentence, 10,000 fine, or both. And spoiler alert, probably not. I don't think that's going to happen.
So
A
it's
serious
established
professional,
that-
everyone.
Yeah.
That lipstick really looks unprofessional, though.
Yes, it makes her look like,
yeah.
like, she just got out of the cancer ward and became a prostitute.
It's not even that. It just...
Like a 1950s prostitute, to be clear.
Like, that shade of red is just like, oh, I'm going to the disco, instead of, oh, I'm going to a board meeting.
Yeah.
And welcome back,
prostitute.
Orla. Sympathies on technical difficulties. Certainly I know what that's like. Although not particularly those technical difficulties, that's a different story.
You've been good on not pulling an arc as of late.
Well, except for the start of this one, anyway. Minnesota-based outlet Alpha News first reported charges against Brinton on Monday. Brinton was placed on leave about a month ago, and another official was named as replacement in the interim earlier this month, according to the exchange monitor which tracks government hires. The Department of Energy originally didn't explain why Brinton took leave at the time. Quote unquote, Sam Brinton is on leave from the Department of Energy, and Dr. Kim Petrie is performing duties of Deputy Assistant Secretary of Spent Fuel and Waste Disposition, DOE spokesperson told Fox News to show in a statement. Why must they insult nuclear power like this?
I
Why?
figured that'd be a good poster child. Again, cancer.
And also, no, I'm just thinking a shaved head.
That's
really
more
doesn't fit
insult to
their shape.
nuclear, Froman!
I'm sorry that I'm going after their looks, but their head shape really does the suit it being shaved like that.
Also, you muted yourself, Sparky. No one heard that for that reason.
I keep doing that. No, it looks like a female version of Lex Luthor.
Yeah.
Only...
Which, I mean, come on. They'd be all about that kryptonite.
It's Lex Luthor without, the power, the genius, the likability, the good taste.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Luthor didn't have that much good taste either, let's be honest. Have you seen
Comparatively.
True. But like
yes, I know he's very fond of really bad clashing colors on his devices, but...
Yeah, like purple and green on his main suits, no.
Well, that's more, the creators feeling obligated to stress he's evil.
Well, they look good together. Like, I mean, come on, Green Goblin, that's a good example of it. But the way that they did it with that, no, because like you have the gray that separates it, and so you have those clashing colors with the Green Goblin. It looks nice. But with Lex Luthor, you have that gray, which displaces the contrast.
We're going to move on from Lex Luthor's fashion choices now because we have about, well, a little bit over 4 minutes remaining, one article to get through, and the music that I believe you suggested closing out on, that Haven, of course, is very familiar with already. Thank you in chat to whoever, let's see, Orla, who nailed the bot that tried to invade. I assure you all, none of them missed out on not going to the porn bots link site. Just
Orla, don't nail the bot.
XX20.fun.
yeah, if anyone
I
goes there,
find
it's
it
on
funny.
you. We tried to stop you, but you had to do it anyway.
Yeah, I find it funny that they came in whenever you had the picture of
Sam Brinton?
nuclear.
Hot
Yeah.
Sam Brinton action. They felt that would get people all hot and bothered and wanting to rub a few out before the show ends.
Well, see, one of the statements had like a heart, and the other had like kissy lips and all that stuff.
I didn't even see it.
It's
sad.
fine. Ho ho no, I accidentally wrapped my kids' presents in some seriously X-rated paper. I was in hysterics when I realized this from the sun.ie, and they're lying to you. It's not X-rated. It's really quite tame, but that's not going to stop them from making an article about it. Quote unquote, navigating the holidays is always stressful, and no parent can be expected to do everything perfectly. One mom had a major slip up, and she didn't notice until after wrapping some of her kids' presents in NSFW paper. A Queensland mom wrapped presents in first favor from Cotton Non's brand Typo, which honestly, this is a great ad for Typo. I want Typo wrapping paper now because this is hilarious. It's a bit subtle.
Oh, it's great.
Haven's caught on to it quickly. Yes, Typo brand wrapping paper for gently mocking your unobservant relatives and friends. Have you all spotted it? I haven't, of course, got it right off the bat. What is...
Well, there's two of them, but yeah.
What is not necessarily work safe or family appropriate in this wrapping paper? And I would personally say, absolutely nothing. This is hilarious.
Oh yeah, same.
With 4 children at home, there's no doubt Queensland mom Nicole has a hectic holiday season ahead of her. She decided to get an early jump on her wrapping using a roll of paper from Typo, a novelty brand from parent company Cotton On, and I'm going to have to look them up myself. But once she was 3 presents in, she knows something was off. She told Kids Pot. When I first said I'd send photos to my friend and mother to see if they noticed anything off, which is a really strange thing to do if you truly felt it was X-rated. Yes, it has porking reindeer and a snowman with
I remember when it all went wrong, guzzling eggnog all night long. We went outside, the snow was thick, rolled our balls together, made a snowman quick. Erecting a friend, but there's something left. Had to indulge in some carrot theft. To make him whole, we raided the salad bowl to give him a classic nose. I slipped and fell when I put it on. Stuck the veg where it didn't belong. I went for his face, but hit below the waist. And now he's got a rude vegetable dong. He's got a carrot for a cock, and it gives you quite a shock when you see it in the flesh. So orange and so fresh, looks like it's just been pulled from the ground. He's got a carrot for a cock. It's the biggest on the block. The neighbors were upset, my dad saw it as a threat. It stood so mighty and so proud, so mighty and so proud.
and if you're doing pass on
Some kind of magic happened there.
until next time, so progress continues. Success is inevitable.